Hello, how are you today? It's Sunday. I've always wanted to share this. So how do you put away your groceries? I'm very curious to know if other people do this. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, I was feeling these gorgeous flowers for myself today, and I'm like, yay, I love them. And let's see what else. I wanted to share with you how to put away groceries, produce, particularly when you get it home from the grocery store. So let's start with the one that I've been thinking the most, which is lettuce. Okay, so these bags to me are basically no good anymore because they were sitting on the register, you know, where everybody puts their groceries to check out, and they're full of bacteria. So these are like a no-no to put into my refrigerator. But for now, I will just, actually, I just learned something. I used to set this on top of that so it could dry out, because that's the main part that I'm doing here, is drying this out. If you leave it in the bag, in the fridge, it's going to get, see all that water that lettuce has on it? So it's going to get mildewy, literally. And do you want your fresh produce that you spend your hard-earned money on, like, mildew? I didn't think so, okay? So today I'm just gonna put some paper towels, because I think I just taught myself something. Don't put it back on the bag. So I'm just gonna lay it right here. Normally, actually, here, I just wiped this counter, so let me wipe it one more time since that bag touched it. Normally, just set it right on the counter because these also carry bacteria, Kleenex, paper towels, napkins. Believe it or not, they do. They're made in a factory, and so they're the most sanitary thing we have, though. Okay, so I want that to dry out. So while that's drying, I'll move on to the next product. These happen to be items that I needed today, so I'm just using these items as an example. Okay, this is a fresh lemon, and this I want it to be cold in case I want cold lemon juice. Therefore, I don't wash anything yet. I wash it as I take it out. But I would transfer this into its own fresh Ziploc. I don't mind spending the extra money on doing things extra clean plastic because it's going into the refrigerator. And believe it or not, I don't have to clean my refrigerator very often. Let's go on to the next product. I usually just take a paper towel and wipe it down because it has like frost. So yeah, I just love these beautiful roses. That's why they're in the scene here. Okay. Okay, let's get on to, how about these mushrooms? So as you could tell, they have these mushrooms, they have them breathing. Or actually, they wrap, sometimes they have them, but they wrap these tight. So these can actually stay just as they are. And I don't know about you, but when I get groceries home, I always wipe it down with a wet paper towel or like a wet washcloth that I continuously wash. So I'm continuously like washing down the washcloth. So I wipe it down like that. So now when I'm in the middle of cooking, I don't have to worry about touching something that was dirty, and then I don't have to wash my hands every single time. Okay, the refrigerator stays cleaner and better hygiene. So yes, I wipe everything down, believe it or not. For instance, like I didn't wipe the lemon down or the lettuce. I'm not wiping any of the product down. I'm wiping all of the packaging. Again, I'm going to take that wet towel, I folded it over, I'll use it a few times, and just go ahead. And you can even wash this underneath the sink and just reuse it. So go ahead and wipe those strawberries down. Now these are breathing already, so you can leave them in the package until you're ready to clean them and cut them and have them. Okay, let's go on to the next product. All right. How about this tomato? And we're also going to talk about how to ripen fruit effectively. So this tomato is gorgeous and it is perfect how it is. I took it out of that bag and I'm going to give it its own bag. I don't know how many people do stuff like this. If you do, let me know. And if you don't and it's helpful, also let me know. I'll turn this lettuce over so it could air out some more before we put it in the fridge. Okay, let's move on to these cherries. Oops, okay. Okay, so these two fell on the floor. If I want to eat them, I'll wash them in really hot water. I'll put them over here. Okay, so again, I'm going to wipe this packaging down. Now these cherries can be left in this bag because they are vented. I knew something was vented, the strawberries and the cherries. So you could leave them just like that until you're ready to wash them and serve them. So I'm wiping the packaging down. Packaging. Okay. All right. The lettuce, turn it over. Let it air out. These bananas, just take them out of that gross bag that touched the register, because those bags are shot. I mean, they pick up so much bacteria. Okay, so I got these two bananas. Now I am going to, oops, okay, pick those strawberries up. They're okay, the plastic, they didn't bruise. Okay, so this is how I ripen my fruit. I set it out and let's see. This banana is done. These peaches, this peach is almost ready. I'll have my eye on that. And these nectarines. So this is how to ripen fruit. If you put it in the fridge, it is going to stay hard. It will not ripen. Okay, so the bananas are delicious. This banana is next. Put that there. And this banana is perfect. So those could ripen. They're still green. And the plums are, everything over here is still ripening except this banana. Even the plums. I ate 3 plums or something. Okay. Back to the groceries. Okay, what should we air out next? So these oranges. Okay. Let's take the oranges out and throw out the bag. Okay. So these oranges, I have a place in the bottom of the refrigerator, and I don't know, I don't like these oranges anymore. This lemon is ripe, so I'm throwing these out because they didn't really taste very good anyway. Okay. So that lemon can go in with there, actually. So these oranges can go at the bottom of the, at the bottom here. All right. That way you can just grab them. Okay, great. Okay. Let's see what this thing is doing now. Okay, so far the lettuce is airing out. It's still wet. We don't want to put it away. Just wipe the counter every now and then because it got wet, so it'll wipe it down naturally with a towel. Okay, so what's next? Put these 2 lemons together. And I'll be able to tell. I always grab the one that's more ripe. That way you're not wasting food. So it was the one that was in there already, the smaller lemon. What's next? Let's just grab a piece of fruit here. an apple. I usually buy one apple when I am at a store, unless I have an apple, and then I won't buy another one until I don't have one. So this goes just in the refrigerator, and I usually put that on a shelf where I could see it. That way I know that apple is there. All right. I got a couple different avocados today. I got one that's not ripe yet, and I got one that is ripe. Okay, so the one that's not ripe, let's get rid of these dirty bags. They touch the register, so they're done. Now, okay, the one that is ripe, I could leave out. Actually, the one that is ripe, I could put in the refrigerator. Now, this still isn't that ripe, though. This needs another day. And this one needs probably 3 days. So I'll put them over there by the fruit. I left them open on a tray by the fruit. That way it will ripen. Because if you put any kind of ripe fruit, and an avocado is a fruit, it will not ripen in the fridge. It'll just stay exactly hard like you brought it home. So those nectarines and peaches only take 2 days in the summer, 2 or 3 days. So I have a pepper. I'm going to get rid of the bag and transfer it into its own baggie. Like I said, I don't mind spending a little extra on fresh baggies because then the stuff that's going in the fridge is nice and sanitary, not like dirty bags from the register. I started doing this even more so when the pandemic hit. It's just, I've always wiped down my products. Like for instance, so these carrots, they get their own little bag. The reason I only got these 2 little carrots is because most of them are soggy and these are a little firmer. So I grabbed just these 2. I'd rather have 2 small little firm carrots than soggy carrots that are like stale. So this lettuce is still drying. Turn it over. We want all the water to dry up off this lettuce naturally. We don't want to put it onto paper towels or bags. Just set it out on the counter. Of course, your counter's clean, and let it dry out before you put it in the fridge. This piece of ginger, fresh ginger, I'm going to give that its own bag. Everything's going in the fridge as far as produce goes, except the fruit when it's getting ripe. Okay. Okay. And I actually brought bags home today. I'm like, you know what? I'm spending a lot of money on these quart bags. So why don't I just, and these are like still, actually they're semi-clean because I've set them in the cart and I always wipe the little cart down with the wipes that they give you. Okay, so what else? We got all that stuff's ready to go in the fridge. This is still drying out. That's gonna get its own baggie. I mean, I could have used one of those, but I'm just making my point about using, just using your own bags instead of the ones that come with the register. Hold on, sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay. If any of this is something that you already do, tell me. I'm very interested to know. Okay, so this is Angus beef, and it probably has like beef juice like around it. And just like any other item that I bring home, I always give it a little wipe down. That way I could just set it in the refrigerator. Actually, I do give it a bag though. I give it a bag. Not always, sometimes I don't. And then we got some sausage, all natural, preservative free, maple flavor sausage. I actually didn't want maple flavor. I don't know if I'll like that or not, but oh well. Okay, wipe that down with the other side of that one that I used and throw those away because that's meat. And that's about it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share is the gorgeous flowers and the produce, the way that I clean everything before I put it away. And also like stuff like this, like these Kleenex, I will take them out. I actually don't wipe the Kleenex boxes down too often, but any kind of soaps, that are going in the bathroom, just basically all products that I buy at the store. These are the only ones that had white. So this is one bouquet of roses, and I separated them into 2 different designs. This one I have pink and red, and this one I have mostly white with a little bit of pink and a little bit of red. Thank you. I love you. Thanks for joining. And I pretty much just got out of the shower and threw on a hat and went shopping. So now I'm going to make something nutritious to eat. Lots of fruit and vegetables. Love you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Oh yeah, I never went and got my manicure pedicure yet. I don't really like putting nail polish on, so I kind of procrastinate. So, but we'll see. I'm definitely getting my toes